More here! Back up! Can you see it?
Solid. Ah! Run! Deadly! Oh, shit! Ah! Lousy piece of crap.
Not me!
Alright, so what?
Die!
Yep. Yep. No!
Enemy!
Ow.
Hey!
Yep. Right. Yep. It's you. Finish one up. Alright, so what? Oh, real well. Right. Hut, hut. Yeah. Come on, come on. Ha, ha. It's you. Alright, so what? Sit. Right. It's you. Visual scours novinoi. What? Alright, so what? Yep. Finish one up. Oh, real well. Right. Sit. Alright, so what? Ah, over that!
See him? See him? Another! Here! I gotcha!
No! Finish one up. It's you. Move it. Alright, so what? Yep. Ah!
Over there! See it? See it? Not here!
See you in hell. Oh, real well. Right.
Get him! I'm going in! Let's go!
Sit. It's you. Yeah. Where's the one? Ah! Help! Here we go. It's you. Help! 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 There's no solid. Help!
Run, devil, run! There you are! I'm with you. Right behind you. We hurt. Humans. I'll bite your kneecaps off. Eat this.
It's you. Oh, no. No! No! There's no snares to be moved. What? There's no solid. Ah! Over that!
Kill it!
Where's the one? Here! Big one! Here! Oh, it's you! Hey, Help! Help!
Need help!
Help!
Die, devil! I'm coming! Stop shooting me! Oh, yeah. We kill! We're coming! I lost him! Can't find him! Right behind you!
Ramsey!
Kill it! I smell one.
Ah!
Here it is! I see one! Cover me! I'm with you! Where did he go?
Help!
Did he get it?
Big one! Where's the one?
Is it dead?
It's you! Oh, no! No! Sit. Where's the one?
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Get him!
Yeah.
Oh, there! You dead! Yoshi! We hurt! I gotcha! I see him! Die, devil! See it? See it? Oh, you afraid of me? Everywhere!
Cover fire! Careful, be anywhere.
something.
Not here. I'm coming. Do you see it? Help me. wasn't me. He's dead. I smell one. Shoot! Hide! Die, devil! I got ya! Another here! Help me! Oh, man. See it? See it? Let me see it. See him? See him? Ow, ow, ow! See it? See it? Enemy! I see him. Die, devil! Can't hide from me!
Morgan. No, it won't. Right. It's you.
Oh, yeah!
Why, it's no one. It won't, it won't. Sit. No. Right. Big one up. It's you. Sit. Why, it's no one. Yeah. Right. Ha, ha. Yeah. It's you. Ha, ha. There's no solid. Yeah. Why, it's no one. There's no stairs, no vino. No, it won't. Yeah. What?
We get it?
Right. Sit. Yeah. It's you. Big one up. Right. Yeah. Why, it's no one. No, it won't. No! Sit. Right. Yeah. Big one up. It's you. Yeah. No, it won't. Why, it's no one. Right. Yeah. Ha, ha. Sit. It's you. Yeah. Why, it's no one. Big one up. Ha, ha. Yeah. No, it won't. Right. Hamsit. It's you. Verei morar. Mas não é. Não, eu vou. Right. Yeah. Mas não é. Hamsit. No!
Not here. No. Not me. Pointing needles. Stop shooting me. Ow! more here. No shoot! No shoot! No! There you are! Did we get it? I lost him. Last one! You stop! No, no! Can't find him. Open fire! Possibly. Did you see it? Did we get it? Another here. Yes, you man.